Yeah, it was a really important game. Obviously, after improving a lot last game, going from game one where we were pretty ordinary all around, except the power play with the ball, we were great. Game two, we improved and nearly got there. And then game three, we were really good. So to back that up today was really impressive. I think the way that we bowled, particularly in the power play, was outstanding. We adapted to the conditions really quickly, which was great. Ashton Agar was outstanding. He was brilliant. All the bowlers were really good.
It sort of felt like, from a spectator, it was pretty below par first sort of 19 overs, and then obviously that last over carried momentum into that second innings. Was that at all sort of how it felt?
Potentially a little bit. I reckon that we were probably around par, maybe 5 over, 5 under, somewhere around there. I think it was a pretty good score. If you gave us that before we played, I wouldn't have taken it, but having seen how the ball turned, Mitch Santner bowled extremely well in his Sodhi. We found them the toughest to hit, so that's why we bowled a lot of spin. We bowled a lot of pace off as well. So it was just one of those days where we got a lot of information out of the way New Zealand bowled, and we adapted beautifully.
Adapted has been a word that you've used a bit, Kane used and Steady just used before. How important is that leading into Sunday where it's the same pitch again?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays on Sunday. My experience with dropping wickets that you play on quite a bit, generally the first game, like here, was a touch of moisture and then it was a really good wicket. Second game's usually the best and then it gets a little bit slower. So no doubt the curator is a lot more qualified how to deal with it than I am. But yeah, we expect it to be a challenge again, no doubt. I assume spin will play a really big part again.
For yourself, leading from the front from the start, like I'm sure you want to be doing, how important is that for you personally?
Oh, it's always nice. But I've always said I'd rather get a duck and win than runs and lose. So to get some runs and contribute to a win's really, really nice. Felt like I was hitting them terribly for a large portion of the innings there, but it was one of those wickets that you never really felt totally in, particularly when spin was bowling. It was tough. Some was spinning big and bouncing, and yeah, it was nice to get a few out of the middle towards the end and get us to a decent total.
I think on the pitch out there, you said you were worried about your scoring rate and looking like the nothing 50 or 60 or something like that. Was the plan for you to be more slow and steady one and for others to attack it, or just sort of felt that?
No, it sort of fell that way, and I guess when you've invested 25, 30 balls of your innings, you want to make sure that you're there pretty deep in the innings. We always knew that two new batters on a surface like that was going to be really challenging. So, especially towards the back end of the innings when you expect guys to come out and just try and blast them, it's going to be really tough on that kind of surface. So, the fact that the guys who came in, I think just subconsciously, it wasn't a plan as such, but they come in and they were really aggressive and sort of took a bit of pressure off me, which was handy.
You and Andrew McDonald both spoke about the importance of momentum changing overs or moments during games. Looking back, how important do you think those last few overs of the day were? Maxi's over against Indonesia and Ashton Agar's over last night?
Yeah, T20 cricket's about just transferring pressure, isn't it? Like when you're on the back foot, you've just got to find a way to transfer the pressure onto the opposition, and we've got some guys who do that really well. So have New Zealand. I think if you look, the way that Gup come out when he was under pressure in Dunedin and blasted them from almost like second or third ball, that puts you under pressure straight away. So the fact that we're able to grab some of that momentum, you don't take that into the next game. Obviously, when Bolton South, you've got a brand new ball on a fresh wicket. But maybe it gives our boys a little bit of confidence, no doubt. The fact that we were 2-0 down and we're back to 2-2, I think is really proud of the group, the way that we've fought. And it's not the first time that we've done it either in a series when we've been on wood from 2 games in. So it's a really good character test, T20 cricket, at the best of times, because the ebbs and flows are so big in this game. And yeah, it's nice to be performing well at the business end.
When did you decide to front load the bowling and spin? It was a pretty rough plan that we were going to go with Agar first up anyway. But the way that Santner bowled in the power play, he was brilliant. So that reinforced it. And when he did well, he just decided to keep him going for 3 overs in the power play. And then Zampa could bowl on the back of that, and we could almost get 6 overs out of spin at one end. And it just happened the wind
changed as it does every 2 seconds here, but it changed and we got 2 left-handers in, which then allowed Maxwell to bowl. Sorry, we got a left and a right-hander, but Maxwell was able to bowl to the long side into the breeze as well. So that took a little bit of pressure off everyone else, because it just gives you that buffer of a couple of overs up your sleeve if you need them at some point.
Given the wicket, were you all tempted to throw in Sanger on Sunday?
Oh, we'll look at every option, no doubt. We'll sit down tomorrow lunchtime, and go through a quick review of the game, see where we can improve, see what we can do better, and then planning for next game. So no doubt that'll come up. I love having spinners in the side, so that will always be a question that I ask of the selectors and the coach. How can we fit an extra spinner in? But the boys are playing nicely, and the balance of the side feels really good at the moment.
I suppose the last one for me, the big change on Sunday with the return of crowds,
yep.
The restrictions. I guess you'd welcome that. It'd be a good challenge, even though it's 2-2 without crowds for Australia, 2 with crowds for New Zealand.
Oh, absolutely. You play professional sport because you love entertaining. You love the atmosphere when you're at the ground. I love going and watching sport. So to have fans at the game, regardless of whether they're rooting for you or against you, it's just brilliant. It provides so much. So it's always tough when you're not. Well, there's no fans here, but obviously we understand in this environment that you have to be careful. In New Zealand, lock things down pretty quick and knock COVID clusters on the head bloody quick. So the fact that I think this time last week, if you said we'd have fans at all, we would jump at the chance. So yeah, any chance to play in front of crowds is brilliant.
So I do have one more. Did you feel the earthquake?
Yes, absolutely. I woke up. I had no idea what happened when I woke up at 2:30. I think I woke up 2:29, and my room was shaking. I thought I was having a dream, but then I got up. I stood up, and I didn't really know what to do. And I think a couple of our guys might have ran straight to the fire exit and straight down to reception. But it was just one of those things that, I hope everyone's safe and well.
Everyone is safe and well.
Nice.
Do you want to dive in who made the exit?
Not yet. Not yet.
How rapid, for want of a better word, how rapid were the boys by that? I suppose, I don't know how many of you have actually experienced one before.
I'd experienced one, not like that at all, not that hard. Everyone seemed fine. I think the doctor was on the phone pretty much straight after. It's probably more alarming than anything that he's on the phone at 2:30 pumping out tweets and texts, but he reassured all the boys that everything was okay. So everyone was in good spirits, and a bit of a conversation piece this morning.
And just one more, looking ahead to Sunday, it'll be a 10 a.m. Australian time start.
Yep.
You guys play a game with fans, probably getting nice things said to you from the outer, and then jumping on a plane at the end of the day. Have you thought about what it's going to be actually like?
It's going to be a pretty chaotic day, I'd imagine. It can be quite difficult to get your sleep patterns right on the back of playing night games, because you get into the habit of trying to sleep at maybe 1, 2, 3 a.m. so you can wake up around midday. Otherwise, if you wake up, which I somehow still find a way to wake up at 8:30 in the morning, it's a long time till what's the time now? 11 o'clock, or at best part of 11 o'clock. That's a long time to be awake for, and then to be performing at your best at night. So. It'll take a little bit of adjustment, no doubt, but the boys will be fine. Oh, that's okay. That's nothing. That's fine. Thanks very much, guys. Cheers.